Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday the 4th of February. We got some new mods. We have one update, the Lizard 6M from yesterday that disappeared. Has had an update, so that is now 6 meters. That's by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. Giants have also done a mod dump of stuff from FS22, you know, vehicles they're trying to get back into the game. I would rather, personally, every time they do an update to the game, like update 1.4, 1.5, 1.3, when they do those updates, add these vehicles in to the base game. Don't add them into the Modhub. I guess it does give people the option. You can pick and choose if you want them or not. But the problem is it's eating into your mod space if you decide you do want a lot of them that used to be base game vehicles. Again, just plain devil's advocate. So what has been added in, we've got the KUHN SLC 141, the Unia Apollo 16 Premium, the Reiter Respiro R9 Profi, Class Liner 4900, the Dalbo Mega Roll 2340, the Farmet Falcon 6 Pro Third Plus, the Kubota M7, the Valtra Valmet Series 8750, the Valtra N Series, and the Class Xerion 5000 4500. So those have been added in. I'm not looking at those as part of this mod review. We have 17 plus mods, and I say plus because one of the packs has got 13, one's got 4, one's got 6. I think one of them's got a couple. There's a WeightPack that's got about 12 in it, so there's a few. Let's just say that. We're going to start off with this in front of me. This is the Wholesale by ZoddelZockt, 77.77 megabytes download. We've got 5 items in this pack. We've got a wholesale sell point and buy point. So sell point here at the front. We've got a workshop as well at the front here. Workshop for vehicles. We've got this point here for sell wood, which is on here as well. Buy point for liquids, just here. Buy point round the side here for all sorts of stuff. And then palleted goods, like the warehouse, round the side here. So, and the prices are a little bit cheaper. I mean, I say a little bit. Buffalo mozzarella, for example, 17,955 here. Base game wholesale or warehouse is 19 something. So it is a little bit cheaper to get it from here if you want to. Now, as part of this pack as well, because that does everything, we have got a separate wood sell point. So if you want to put one of those out where you're doing logging, there's a wood sell point. We've then also got 2 buy points. So that one there that's built into that wholesale is the liquids. We've got a liquid buy point, and we've got a solids buy point that does your wheat, barley, oats, canola, grass, straw, hay. You know, it's a multi-fruit buy point separate. So all together as one lump or all separate items if you want. So if we go into build mode and we're on selling points now, if we scroll down, you'll see for 25 grand, you get the wholesale, which is the big building that's got everything. If you want just the wood sell point, that's £1,000. And oh, I forgot, sorry, didn't show this one either. The one behind here, that's just the standard sell point. It does have the wood bit on there as well. And that one there is £1,000 as well. At the bottom, it will gradually start to scroll across all the things that can be sold at these sell points. So if you are just looking for a sell point to add to another building or onto a map, for £1,000, stick one down. The same with the logs if you're doing that. There's a whole load there. But if we come from there and we go across to our containers, this is where the 2 buy points are that are part of this pack as well. So for 12,500, we've got that one there. And then for 10,000, we've got this one here. Now, which one of these had a customization? I think it was this one here. Yeah, so this one here, customization option. We can change the barrel of the tank, pick your colour, and go for it. So I went for a green on the one we've got placed. Hard to tell. No, it's green. It's more green on the top than it is on the sides. But so yeah, whole thing, sell points and buy points, and a workshop as well, which is kind of handy. All individual sell points as you go around. Now, slot counts on these are 23 for the whole building. Then we've got 4 slots and 4 slots for the 2 sell points that are 1,000. That one and the one behind it. And then we've got 4 the buy point there. That's 13 slots, and for the liquids buy point there is 6 slots. So if we swing around just under here, it should say start filling. So I say, pretty much everything can be purchased. And if we come out of there, I say, so that's the individual one. If we come over to this one, this is the one that's built in. It's exactly the same as you can see. There you go. Engine off. So that's the Wholesale By ZoddelZockt. Next, we've got the Garden Lights Pack. 4 lights. I'll say this again, I always forget. If I remember, at the end of the video, I'll skip ahead time, I won't remember, to see what the lights look like, because they're automatic. This is by AgroSketch. 0.75 megabytes download. These are 2s for each of them under the slot count. If we go into our build mode, go down to our lighting section. As you can see there, the taller post on the end there is 1,000. Each of the others is 350. And we go to click on them. There's no customization options to change the color. They are black, and yeah, they light up. So you can put them alongside driveways, pathways, wherever you want to place them. You might find it'll add a bit of decorative lighting or a bit of lighting so you can see. I've often done it on maps where I've got entrance ways at night where it's difficult to see, or sometimes if there's a particular location you need to unload, and sometimes at night it's kind of helpful to have something like that. But anyway, how you use them, what you use them for, is up to you. That's the Garden Lights Pack by AgroSketch. Next, this is a curious one. So this is large pack of houses. Now this says in the description +9. I'm sure it says yes. +9 house by Rajot GPLAY. There are 13 in this pack. 90.18 megabytes download. These range in slot counts from 7 to 30. I think it's only the first one, might be this one, that had the option for solar panels. You can't go inside the buildings. We have got wardrobe triggers. And we've got sleep triggers on them. So I haven't placed them all out. Just this one to show you as an example. If we go into build mode, and we go up and across to our farmhouses, we start... large pack of houses mods. Yeah, just there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. And again, like I say, slot counts and prices range 60 grand, 80 grand, 90, 70, 100, 85, 120, 120, 10 grand for the small one there, 120, 150. So the largest one is the 150. And I'm pretty sure that's the only one that we placed that gives you the option for R3 and solar panels, yes or no. If I go to the next one along, that one doesn't have an R3 option, and they don't have colour options either. They come as they are. Let's find a little bit of space where I can put them out, rotate them around so you can have a quick look. Let's say there's no point me placing every single one down. You can get a kind of a feel for the pack. Various different designs, different styles. I'll tell you what I will check, because I haven't checked. I'm pretty sure it says they are all sleep triggers. Some of them are almost exactly the same design. Obviously not all of them, but just looking across to make sure I haven't missed any customization options. Yeah, a few different designs here. There you go. You get the idea. So what I'm going to just double check. Let's go down to, I'm pretty sure there's not. Decoration. Nope. I just didn't know if there's any decorative versions of them. There's none under others because I looked under there earlier. I just hadn't checked in decoration. So there you go. That's the large pack of houses by Rajot GPLAY. Next we've got these. Now this is another weird one. This says, and whether it's an addition of, this is the header rack pack by FSG Modding, FSG Tasman. 9.81 megabytes download, 5s. The slot counts on these are 5s, and we've got some customization option. Now it says a pack of 3 newly built header racks for your header. 3 available configurations. Oh, there includes 1 small version. I was going to say that's weird because there's 4 in this pack. So as you can see, double stack floor and a little bit higher. Then we've got these larger versions. Now we've got a larger version that's a double stack, then the triple stack. We've got with roof and back, one without a back, you'll see, and then obviously this one's, I keep saying obviously, colour configuration option on this because we've gone for the red on this one as well. But these are not automated ones. These aren't ones where the racking comes up and down automatically. You're going to have to lift your headers onto those. So it's going to be a case of, I don't know, have we got an adapter at the moment that will do telehandler or wheel loader to headers? Because we haven't got the CSZ pack here. I'm just trying to think how you're going to get them up there. Going to our build mode and tools, I think this was. I want to say. There we go. So we start there, £5,000, the one at the front. Then we've got this one here, which has got the roof and the back, and that's 3 stories. That's the same as the one we've got already placed. Come off that. And we've got this one here, which is a 2-story, again, roof and back. And then the one we did place was a 3-story with the roof, but without the back. So those are the options on it. If I come back out there and go to the one there, click on R3 for our colour options, and we can go through, pick a colour you want, change the hue and that kind of stuff, and go for it to your heart's content. Actually, that one hasn't got the overhang, has it? No, it's the one that doesn't have the back on it, has an overhang. This one doesn't. Just looking as well, there's no supports off the back of this one either. There you go. So, that's your header rack pack by FSG Modding FSG Tasman. Next to that, we've got some more racking. This is for pallets, bales, whatever you want, but it is racking. So this is the shelf storage pack. This is by Maddog Design, 13.68 megabytes download, 10s, and one of them is 10, this one. The rest are 4s in the slots. As you can see, we do have colour configuration options on these. This is covered double rack. And we've got single racks and double racks in single lengths and double lengths as well, as you can see. Single length, double length, single length, double length, single racks, double racks. These aren't automatic storages or anything like that, bale and pallet storages. They are manually place your stuff on there, and you know, whatever it might be equipment, tools, bales, pallets, IPCs, whatever you want to put them is up to you. Now these were under, I want to get this right, this was under decorative objects and others. Pretty sure. There we go. So we start there. 10,500 for this one here with the cover. That's one that's 10 slots. And then we move on to our single rack, which is that one there. Then we've got the double rack, which is that one there. We've got the double length single rack. Double. Oh, that's weird. Why is that not gone? Oh, this is a double. There we go. Double there. And then R3 on any of them. Colour configuration. Pick and choose what you want to go for. There you go. That's the shelf storage pack by Maddog Design. Next we move on to the mini biogas plant. Disturbed simulations. Why have you done this to me? Why? This is the mini biogas plant. 17.39 megabytes download, 13 slots each. And there are 4 in this pack. Not content with 1. And this pack I used on Spakovo. I like this pack a lot. I used it on Evergreen Valley. Pretty sure it is as well. Because it does lots of other stuff. Now, there are 2 in each category. Let's just put it that way. We got, and they're not even standard recipe standard, so it's probably not even worth me saying that. So these will take lots of other things. We've got a standard speed and we've got a faster. Now on FS22, the base version of this was the faster one. So this one here is the faster recipes. That was the base version on 22. And I liked it a lot because it did get through stuff fairly quickly. You get your digester out fairly quickly and it would chug through all sorts of stuff. So what's been added to this pack is a slower version. So if you found it was too unrealistic, there's a slower version. Then there's also a version that has got more complicated recipes, but you get more out, more things. And then you've also got a faster version of that as well. Just to throw loads of figures and stuff at you. If that's not your thing, then that's absolutely fine. But we can have a look in from here. Actually, if we're going to here, first of all, let's go to our factories, biogas plants, they'll be down here. So that one's our base version. They're all 55 grand. There you go. Then we've got that one there, which is the fast. Then we've got this one here that says concrete cow, and then that one that says fast cow. Why cow? I'm not too sure, but these do produce methane and stuff as well. Now we don't have, I'm sure the previous version you can actually take the methane away and sell it separately. We don't have a sell point for methane yet. Not even in the new stuff actually. There was nothing showing in the products for sell, but you can set it. You can set them to sell automatically. Let's just say that straight away, shall we? So manage production point. There's our mini biogas plant standard. So we can do manure. Hang on. We can do manure, potato, silage, slurry, straw, sugar beet cut. Then you've got these three, which are used to sell digestate, used to sell just electricity, and used to sell methane. Now, as we get products and production chains further down the line that might require electricity to operate, you can set your electricity to distributing, and you can run other things from this as well. So you can, again, with the methane, down there it says one-to-one recipe. So when you've built up your methane and stuff, if it's on storing, you can set it to sell from these. So if you want to do that, that's where you do it from for your selling. So at the moment it's on storing, change output to selling, then any methane that builds up, you can sell automatically. So that's what those recipes are for. Now these recipes, as you can see, 240 cycles per month, and you've got recipe for straw. So it's straw, gives you electric charge, methane and digestate out. That one for slurry is just slurry, electric charge, methane and digestate out. But again, 240 cycles per month. So this is the slower version. If we come off here and we go down to our mini biogas plant fast, which is that one there, you'll see that we've still got the same things, and at the bottom we've got the same things. However, the recipes are the same, but the cycles per month are much faster. So rather than 24, it's 2,400. So these will run a lot faster if you go for the fast version. But again, if you don't want to do the fast one, if you don't think it's realistic, you don't have to use this one. You can use the slightly slower one. Now, the cow versions, you can't do sugar beet cut on them. But what you can do on the cow ones, which is interesting, so there's the base one. Look at the recipes. It's not a single item anymore coming in. Silage, manure and slurry. Silage, straw and slurry. Sugar beet manure. Sugar beet manure and slurry. Silage, manure and digestate. Silage, straw and digestate. So it's 3 items in, but then what you've got coming out, for example, that recipe, if you look down the bottom, you've got 300 silage, 400 manure, 300 digestate, gives you 400 electric charge, 500 methane, and 300 digestate. So because you've got a lot more things coming in, you've got higher things coming out. Now again, the recipe for that is 200, did I say 24 another one? 240, should I say. The recipe is 240, which is pretty good, and the cycles per month, I hope I'm not confusing everybody. The cycles per month are 240 and the recipes are quite high. So if you've gone for the cow version, but you notice there's not one for sugar beet cut. If you just want to stick to your basic, standard, normal-ish biogas plant, just go for the mini biogas plant. Or the fast one if you want a faster operating one. These give you a whole load more options and choices, but they do require a lot more input of various different things. And then we've got the mini biogas plant fast cow, which is the same things, but it's 2,400 cycles per month, not 240. So that's a faster version of that. And again, no sugar beet. Disturb simulations. I'm sorry if I'm making an absolute hash of this. Like I said, I did say at the start. That was 24 cycles. It's not. It's 240. 240 cycles per month, and the fast one is 2,400. So, yeah. Like I say, this is. I'm saying if you want a more basic standard biogas plant, this is not standard because it does potatoes, it does straw, on top of your basic stuff. So that's one of the reasons I liked it, because if you've done a whole load of potatoes, a lot of times like, what do I do with potatoes? It's a big harvest. You've got a lot of stuff. Stick them through here. Why not? You're going to get electric charge, methane and digestate out of it in whichever form you're going to do it. Earn a bit of money, a bit extra. Why not? So there we go. That's the mini biogas plant pack by Disturbed Simulations. They all look exactly the same, and there's no customization options when placed. Behind that, we've got this. This is the GDR Bunkersilo by Hellraiser. This is massive. I put 200,000 litres in the end of it, and it barely touched the sides. This is going to hold millions of litres. The concrete and stuff on it, I mean, it looks really, really great. The detail on that, it looks pockmarked. It looks battered and used and a bit cracked here and there, but there are two different versions of this. So this is 6.72 megabytes download, as I've already said, by Hellraiser. We go into build mode, go up here, and we go across to our silos. You'll find it just there. When we go to place it, we've got options for customize. So at the moment, look at the front of the clamp, it's clear. Press that and you've got the option for without gutter or with gutter. Now, without gutter is an option where when you put your, like normal silage clamps are, you put your silage in, put your chaff or your, I'm getting so, breathe, your chaff or your grass in, and then what will often happen is if you compact it and you come too close to the edge, you can push stuff out of the end, and before you finish compacting and then cover it, you've got to put it back in, otherwise it covers and you've got stuff left out on the floor. This one, without gutter, it will do that. With gutter, it puts an invisible barrier along where the gutter is, so it doesn't matter how much you fill this up, it won't go past that line, and when you're compacting, it won't squeeze out past that line. So if you get annoyed and it drives you up the wall with it doing that, going for the one with the gutter option is a better choice. This will fill up more and more and more. I say 200,000 litres and it's gone nowhere. I mean, absolutely nowhere. It's a big proposition. So there we go. That's the GDR Bunkersilo by Hellraiser. Next, we're going to look at this. So this is a WeightPack. Just here. This is the WeightPack 650 to 900 by Schwabengamer and A03, I think it is. 2.01 megabytes download, 1 slot and 2 slots. There's this one here on the front, and there's this one here on the back. Little kind of barrel weights on there as well. Put that away. So you'll find these. I'm going to show you the next ones as well. Under our selections here, we come down to our weights. I'll tell you what I've noticed, and I don't know when it started doing it. I don't think it's always done it. When I'm looking at stuff, I go in. When I come back out, it's put me right back at the top of the menu each time. It always used to put you back next to where you were. At least I remember it doing that anyway. So this one, 1,200. Options on this. We've got warning stripes, yes or no. We've got attachers. So 3-point or back to standard. So you can attach it onto your vehicle and still have a 3-point link as well. Main colour, you've guessed it, does the main colour. And warning stripe colour. You can change your warning stripes, like so. Yes, put us back to the start again. That's really annoying. And then this one here is the 650 rope, yes or no, and then change the main colour. Those are our choices on there. So that is the WeightPack by Schwabengamer and A03. Now, we've also got another pack, and I didn't get all of these out. We've got the Tenwinkel WeightPack. This is by Vertexdezign, 7.77 megabytes download. These are 1s and 2s on the slot count. These first ones here, as you can see, 900, 1250, 1450. We've got the option on these for no coupling, and then we can change our design colour, like that. I haven't checked to see if there's a metallic option. Yeah, there is. Put back to the start again. So those three are the same in so much as options available. When we come down to these ones here, these two have got extra weight options. So you've got 800 kilo, 1200 kilo, 1400 kilo, back to 8, and then design colour changes the main colour. That's really annoying. This one here, we've got 1000, 1200, 1400, and back again, and we can change the main colour. And then the rest of them in this pack, which is that one, that one, that one, and that one, are just the weights they show. So we've got our 600, 800, 900, and 1000, and with these we have just got a colour option as well. So selection of weights there from Vertexdezign. Next, we have these. Actually, this and the next pack are by the same modder. So we've got storage pallets by DS Power, 2.96 megabytes download, 2s and 3s. These hold 2,500 litres, and these hold 5,000 litres of pretty much anything. Empty, they are liftable. Full they are not, because you can imagine 2,500 and 5,000 litres is quite a lot of stuff in that. You can tip into these with buckets. I think you can probably do it from, I'm trying to think, I tried to do it from the binding thing size and it wouldn't work, because unless you're actually attached to, if it's a bucket on something, but potatoes and stuff like that, you should be able to tip into them, things like that. These you will find under our object section and pallets. There you go. Now these, it's not one with different colour options. We've got the 4 different colour options here. So they're exactly the same. 500, slot count is 2 to start off with. And like I said, yeah, 2,500 litres. So you get it just like that. Now these don't disappear when they're empty. So that's something to be aware of. Then these ones here, the fillable metal box. These are £1,000 and they're 5,000 litres. And there are 3 different colours in these. I went for the green, but there's a red. And there's the sort of turquoisey blue on there as well. I do like the weathering and detail on these. They're very, very cool, but fairly straightforward and not overly complicated. That's the storage pallets by DS Power. Also by DS Power, we've got this. So this is the pallet with diesel. 1.58 megabytes download in 2s on the slot counts. Now we've got this one here, which is 500, and that's 1,000 litres of fuel. And this one here, which is 2,000, and that's 4,000 litres of fuel. There's no colour options on these. You get them as they are. There's a green. Oh, I wish it stopped doing that. When did that start? And reds. Everyone's going to tell me it's always done that. I honestly don't remember it doing that. But the cool thing with this is both pallets, so that's the first pack, both sets of pallets, and this is 4,000 litres, are liftable. Which is kind of handy, isn't it? Makes life a little bit easier when you stick it onto a trailer to move it, or wherever you want to put it on your farm. But 4,000 litres there. So your storage pallets and your diesel pallet, both by DS Power. Nice. Next we've got this, just here. This is the homemade liquid tank by TomSky. 2.41 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. This you'll find under animals and barrels, just there. It's only £1,000, holds 1,000 litres, but it'll do milk, water, liquid fertiliser, herbicide and diesel. Options on this, design colour, which does the framework underneath, like that. There are metallics and stuff, options is available as well, and rim colour too. Now, it's interesting, it's kind of there's a sort of pin ball hitch type thing going on. It's a pin hitch. This wouldn't hook up to the Kubota. I thought, oh, that's a handy little thing, that you get on the Kubota. It wouldn't hook up to the Kubota. So it might be a bit finicky sometimes, possibly, with what it will hook up to. But nice trailer, 1,000 litres. I've got milk in it, not overly expensive. So if you're running a small setup to start off with, you just need something, even if it's just to feed your sheep and goats and stuff, they don't require a lot necessarily when you first start out. Might be perfect. That's the homemade liquids tank by TomSky. Next, we've got this. This is the Fortschritt B365 A03 by kawokulski. This is 9.61 megabytes download, 4 slots, 3 meters wide. You'll find that in the cultivators. Nice animation on the rocking of the coulters there. I do like that. So we have some options on this. This you will find under cultivators, just there, £2,000, 3 meters wide. You can have it as it is. You can have it with a roller on the back, the A01, or you can have it with reflectors if you want. You've got decals, yes or no. Wheel, we've got right, that's wheel over there. We've got left, or both. We've then got frame colour, which does the front section. We've got roller frame colour, which does the back section. Again, metallics are available. We've got roller colour, which does that. And then we've got tine colour. The tines at the moment that are shiny silver. We can change the colour of those as well if you wish. There's no option for deep or shallow cultivation on this. I don't think there's any other option for anything else. I'm trying to think what there was on this. It's trying to get all the mods out and make sure I catch everything. It's just a lower and go. Yeah. 3 meter wide cultivator. Not a shallow cultivator, so it should bring up small stones. Again, I've said this before, for some reason this patch of ground that I'm using, that I ploughed myself, it's not bringing stones up, and I don't know why. But it should bring stones up, even if it's just small ones. And if it doesn't, that's an absolute result. So there you go, that's the Fortschritt B365 A03 by kawokulski. Next, we've got this pack. This is the Väderstad Rollex 450 to 620 by DR Modding. It is 53.89 megabytes download, 26 slots. Yeah, 26 slots for the first one. Now we've got a 4.5 metre, a 5.1 metre and a 6.2. That was right, wasn't it? I think so. We do have the option to have a seeding unit on here, so we can do cover crops, grass, oilseed, radish and canola if we want to. There's also an option, you'll see in a moment, to have this tine section on the front. So I've got this first one, the 4.5 metre, without the tines to see what it looks like. Then we'll do it with tines and seeding, and then we'll do it the larger one with tines without seeding, just to have a look and see what the various different things look like. So this you will find under rollers, just there, 14,725 for the base one. Now these go in a strange order. It starts on the largest, so I'm going to go backwards to, there we go. So I'm going to start on the 450, which comes like that as standard, but you've got some things added on there which have added more money on, which you can take off if you want to. So that's your standard, and then that's with the seeding unit on there. So if you want to do cover crop you can, but if you don't you can take that off. That's up to you. You then got the cross kill roller, or you've got Cambridge roller, is one of our choices. I went for one of each, I think. You've got stone trays, yes or no. Again, that adds money on. If you don't want them, you can take them off. You've got stabilisation bar across the front there, yes or no. Now that's interesting, because if I leave that on, and the next bit says we've got double knife, standard, or no, that is still saying stabilisation bar, and it's charging me for a stabilisation bar I don't have on there, because I've just taken that unit off. If I go back to there, look, you can see the stabilisation bar. If I turn that off, look, it goes from there. So just be careful of that. If you decide I don't want that on there, I just want the roller, and we take it off, if you've still got that enabled, you're being charged for something you don't have on there, so just be aware of that. It's a minor thing. Then we come back up to the top, and we're going to go the 510, and then the 510 bio drill, and then the same options. We've got Cambridge roller, the cross kill roller, we've got stone trays, yes or no, we've got no, we've got standard, we've got double knife, and then we've got the stabilisation bar, yes or no, on there as well for that one. And then we've also then got the 620 and the 620 bio drill as well in the arsenal. 360 litres of seed it will take if you want to do a bit of cover cropping. So let's unfold it. I don't see any reason why it won't roll like a normal roller. Once it's unfolded, it's on the ground, and there you go, and it rolls, which is kind of what we were hoping for. Very nice. That's the 4.5. We're going to go for the 5.1 with the seeding unit, which will turn on. So, if we turn that on, we are now putting our cover crop in the ground as well as doing our rolling. If we go behind, should say bottom right. There we go, growing oilseed radish, so we are seeding as we go. Now, what I was going to see was, it was more between the first one and the third one. What's the difference between having the roller on its own, or the roller with the tine section on there? Because if there isn't any difference, if it is just a roller, again, it comes down to a personal choice. These are obviously the options the real world ones has, but if you're trying to get a roller as cheap as possible, and you might want to remove some of the items on there, you can. If this rolls exactly the same as the first one does, then you don't necessarily need all the crossbar and that kind of stuff on there. It seems to be doing the same job. Nice animation, nice bit of dust coming up, nice little pack. That's the Väderstad Rollex 450 to 620 by DR Modding. Next, we have this, the Bergmann Shuttle 410S by LS Agrar Olay, 16.06 megabytes downloaded, 9 slots on console. We've got a 450 base game, I want to say. This you'll find under forage wagons. 490. We've got a 490 standard. Interesting. The 490 is 49,500 litres for 165 grand. This is the 410, which is 41,500 litres. It's the same price. Double axle, triple axle. That's base game. I'd go for the base game. There's more options on this one, to be fair. We'll just say that. So, options on this. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Väderstad, and back again. With these, we've got standards and wides, and I think we've got standards and standard twos. There you go. Which just changes the tread pattern, widens the tyre track a little bit on those. We've got cover, yes or no. Silage additive tank, yes or no. That will take 10 litres of silage additive. So if you're picking up grass, you'll get your bonus for picking up grass for that, and a license plate option on there as well. So let's come out of there. It's a nice looking unit. It will do the job you expect it to do. It's a forage wagon. It will pick up. Now, under R1 and right stick up and down, we can adjust our height off the hitch to get both wheels on the floor. So depending on what you're hooked up to, it might not be sat completely level, so you can adjust your level. And we've also got under there, actually, let's open the cover first. If you've gone for a cover option, open cover, and you'll be able to see down in here. Then R1 and right stick side to side, we can open and close that flap. So if you're doing forage harvester work, it can blow through that gap and it won't be hitting the trailer. That's the theory behind that bit, I think. Then we've got lower pickup, turn it all on, and it works like a forage wagon, which is kind of, I say, kind of what you're hoping for, isn't it, really? Nice animation down at the front. He says, missing what he's doing. And it stopped. So, stop there, turn that off. We're going to unload here. Nice and tidy. The Bergmann Shuttle 410S by LS Agrar. Ole. Next, we've got this. This is the Schwarzmueller 3-axle low loader by FS Minor, 7.48 megabyte download and 5 slots. A nice looking bit of kit. I don't think we've got adjustment on the width of these, which might be a problem. It depends on what you're putting onto this. There's no width option on this, but it's quite a wide deck on this anyway, I have to say. It does give the impression, I don't know, again, if I'm imagining, I haven't lined it up against any other ones, but it did seem quite a wide deck on that. Tension straps, manually or from in-cab, as you often find. Locks everything down, rear steer axle, as well as you can see there, for tighter turning and avoiding scrubbing of tyres. This you'll find under low loaders. Price on this, 50 grand. So we've got choice of main colour and rim colour. Metallics are available also, so if you want to go for a more metallic-y look, like so, you can, in whatever colour. It doesn't have to be a metal, it can be colour, and then rim colour option and a license plate on there as well. What we'll do is jump in here. Did I turn the engine on this? I did. Excellent stuff. So, fold and unfold, L1 and X. We do have a beacon on the back, as you can see. Lights, bottom and top, including indicators. So whatever vehicle you're in, you should have no problem seeing those at all. Like I said, tension straps. And the steering axle at the rear. Not a bad bit of kit. There we go. That's the Schwarzmueller 3-axle low loader by FS Minor, which brings us the last of the mods for today. And it's the naughty Novag. You'll see why in just a moment. So we do have a base game Novag, which is the 9 metre. This is a 3 metre. So this is the Novag T-Force Plus 350 by Farming Agency in Agrar Design, Austria. 23.66 megabytes download, 10 slots and 3 meters wide. This is a direct drill. The Novag systems are direct drill to avoid having to do too much soil work and that kind of stuff, to avoid soil erosion, losing nutrients, that kind of thing. So you can you can direct drill straight into your previous harvest if you want to, unless you want to do mulching and things like that and get a seed bed, and if it needs ploughing, it depends, but this will direct drill if it needs it. It's a nicely made and detailed looking unit, but this also has another trick up its sleeve. So if we come down to our seeders just here, and you'll see the Novag T-Force Plus 950. That's the base game version. So this one here is the 350, 122,575. You might think that's expensive for a 3 metre. Technically, yeah, but it is a direct drill, so you don't necessarily need to have cultivators and stuff. You can direct drill with it. But look between this one and this one. Look at the bottom. This one does everything. So you don't need a separate seeder and planter. This will do all your crop types. I think it's all of them. Pretty sure it's all the crop types it will do. Options on this: you can have more seed to fertilizer ratio if you want, or more fertilizer to seed ratio if you want. I went more seed to fertilizer, but again, that's up to you. Got wheel brand on this: Michelin, BKT, Trelleborg, Väderstad, and back again. We've got some, again, standards and standard 2s. I think one of them was, is it standard? I think they all are. Do we have a white standard? Standard 2, yeah. Just changes the tread pan, license plate option on there as well. It was only because, and I didn't even notice when I first picked it up. It's just I went out to the field and thought, what crops should I put in the ground? As I started clicking through, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, seeders don't do this. And then, yeah, so as I clicked through, L1 and right, triangle, flip bottom right, yeah, go for it. Whatever you want to do: peas, spinach, corn, sorghum, sunflower, soybean, sugar beet, cotton, green beans, the works. We can do whatever we want, and it is a direct drill as well. Open cover is done like so, which puts the ladder down, puts the platform out, and opens the cover. We've got a nice mix. Like I say, I went seed heavy on this. So we've got 2,000 solid fertilizer, 2,440 seed. If you go the other way around, it's the opposite. So it'll be 2,440 fertilizer and 2,000 seed. So depends how you're finding your seed and fertilizers running out. Close that, everything folds up out of the way. Nice animation. We'll turn it on, drop it down, and you'll see as we go through this crop that was harvested, no need for cultivation, it is a direct drill, and away we go. The naughty Novag doing its thing. I have to say, I know it's only 3 metres wide, but for the price, in fact you get the seeder and planter combo. Nice animations in the rear section as well, each of them bobbing up and down their own. Very cool indeed. And that is it for the mods for Tuesday the 4th of February. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.